static shot here of Washington, Louisiana. And Daniel, you know, this was all under a tornado warning earlier today, and you can see there's some significant damage to some mobile homes there, and there are some power crews that are out there as well. We're getting reports of tree damage, some damage to some homes. Power is out there. There are power lines down. But just looking at that isn't surprising from some of the radar echoes that we were seeing, maybe about 45 minutes ago, almost an hour now, when we had that tornado warning for central St. Landry Parish, and you were going street by street between Opelousas and Washington, but that area actually was kind of had a couple of ripples of energy go through, so it might not have been the Opelousas warning that we had. It might have been one of the earlier ones, huh?
There was something going on in the atmosphere around there this morning. There was like a corridor, so it may not have been one of those. It may not have been from the tornado warned storm. It could have been just a small, quick spin up that got going. There was something that was triggering things through there. Was doing it all morning long, so not surprised to see that. Saddened, obviously, to see that, but not necessarily surprised, and curious to go through, you know, some of the other pictures that I've been sent. I haven't had much of a chance to get into my inbox or anything because I've been doing a lot of the radar and a lot of these updates, but really curious to see what the rest of it looks like, and what some of the other pictures look like. 'Cause some of that rotation looked really impressive out there.
Well, indeed. I mean, even if we don't have, let's say, a quote-unquote tornado, 60, 70 mile per hour winds can do that to a mobile home. And we've already got, trees that I would say are somewhat weakened because we had hurricanes. We've had an ice storm in the last, several months. So there are still, I don't know if you've noticed, as the trees are starting to turn green again, some of those trees were looking pretty battered and ugly. So it's going to be good to have the leaves getting back on the trees to kind of freshen them up a little bit. But there's a lot of trees that have already been weakened because of previous storms that we've had. And you can see there the power crews are doing their work. That probably got some branches and some trees that may have taken some of the power lines down there. Of course, what we're looking at there is Washington in central portions of St. Landry Parish, and that is one area that was under a tornado warning earlier this morning.
And you talked about the trees being weakened and stuff, but boy, our infrastructure here the last little less than a year has really been put through it. Multiple hurricanes, tropical storms. The freezing rain is no joke. That cold, you get a little water into places, and that can start to cause cracks and stuff like that. And we are seeing the effects of some of that, I think, now. So